If you're planning to pull for Nahida and Hu Tao in the second phase, or wondering how many Primogems you can save for characters in version 5.2, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll calculate how many Primogems you can get as a free-to-play player in the second phase of version 5.1. I'll also include the total Primogems if you have a Welkin Moon. If you want to save up to 20% on Nahida and Hu Tao banners, visit lootbar.gg. I will buy the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for $82, which costs $100 in the game. All I need to do is enter my UID and choose a server. Since every top-up goes through Genshin top-up channels, I received the double amount of Genesis Crystals for my first purchase and saved $18 on top of that. Lootbar has more than 4,000 5-star reviews. I used Lootbar to send dozens of Welkins from my giveaways, so I can personally recommend it. Use my link in the description to get an additional 5% discount. So, let's break down every source of free Primogems and how many wishes you can expect to save. Let's start with the easiest source of Primogems, the daily commissions. For the remaining 21 days of version 5.1, you can collect 1,260 Primogems just by completing your dailies. It's a standard, consistent way to build up your Primogem stash. Make sure you don't miss any days to get the maximum amount. Also, don't forget about the live stream promo codes from the 5.2 special program coming up. Those codes will net you an easy 300 Primogems, but don't wait too long because they expire quickly, usually within 16 hours. If you don't want to miss them, consider subscribing to my channel since I post them immediately on the community tab. Now let's dive into the remaining events in this patch. There are 2 events left, each offering 420 Primogems, bringing you a total of 840 Primogems. Plus, the Imaginarium Theater will reset on November 1st, giving you another 600 Primogems if you complete all the challenges. Remember that the Abyss reset is happening on November 16th. Clearing it can earn you up to 800 Primogems, but as usual, we'll consider 600 as a more achievable target. For many players, aiming for at least floor 11 can secure a solid amount of gems. Let's not overlook the smaller yet equally important sources of Primogems. Completing the character trials for Nahida and Hu Tao will earn you a quick 40 Primogems. There's also the daily login rewards via Hoyo Lab, covering the period from October 29th to November 19th, which will get you another 40 Primogems. You might also come across unexpected rewards from web events, which could net you around 120 Primogems if you participate. Lastly, when Paimon's shop resets on November 1st, you can grab 5 pulls or 800 Primogems. Alright, let's add everything up. In total, for free-to-play players, you're looking at around 4,600 Primogems, which is equivalent to 28 wishes. But that's not all. If you're a Welkin Moon subscriber, you'll get an extra 39 wishes from your daily Primogems over 21 days, giving you a big edge for the upcoming banners. So, we have 28 pulls in the second phase, but what if you're not interested in Nahida or Hu Tao? In that case, let's take a look at the info we have on the 5.2 banners. In the first phase of 5.2, the banners are set to feature Chaska and Liney. This means if you're a fan of these characters, it's time to start saving. Liney is already a familiar face for many players, and this will be his 3rd rerun, which is a bit surprising considering some other characters haven't had reruns for a long time. Then, in the second phase, we're getting a double-header with Neuvillette and Zhongli. This pairing has got people talking because Neuvillette, like Liney, is getting his 3rd rerun, even though they both debuted in the first patches of Fontaine. It's definitely unexpected, especially since characters like Wriothesley, who haven't had any reruns since their release, are still waiting. Speaking of Wriothesley, he won't be making an appearance in 5.2, according to insider sources like DK2, and it's not just Wriothesley who's missing. The lack of Wriothesley and Shenhe reruns is puzzling, especially since 5.2 would have been the perfect patch for cryo units to shine with those reaction changes. To wrap things up, I just want to wish everyone the best of luck, whether you're saving your Primogems for a future banner or planning to pull in the upcoming ones. It's always exciting to see new characters come to the game, and I know many of you have been eagerly waiting for some of these reruns and new releases. So whether you're aiming for Nouvelette, Zhongli, or planning to test your luck for Chaska and Ororon, I hope the pulls go your way. Remember to plan ahead, save wisely, and most importantly, have fun with the game. Good luck to everyone, and I hope you get exactly who you're aiming for. And if you want to save up to 20% on Genesis crystals, visit lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.